The farm historically is one of the oldest operating fruit farms in the county. It was first planted to trees in the late 1860s. Traditionally, Cherry Point has been a cherry farm, both sweet and tart cherries, but we also grow apples and have grown peaches, asparagus, raspberries, and in recent years, lavender. Right now, we're standing in the middle of what we call our herb garden. It is on top of a 150-foot diameter stone circle constructed of all the stones that the glaciers left here on the farm. This stone circle is set slightly off-center of a 300-foot square. And around the stone circle, within that square, we have lavender planted. The labyrinth, the paths of the labyrinth, are defined by earth mounds and lavender plants. A labyrinth, by definition, is a long circuitous path from one outside point to an inner goal. A labyrinth welcomes any individual where they are in their point in life, and the experience in walking a labyrinth will be different for each individual, and it will be different each time they walk a labyrinth. The stone circle is the center or goal of the labyrinth, and our labyrinth is designed to fit this spot. The design of the herb garden is what we call a 12-point vesica. Now, the vesica pattern is a very ancient pattern. It's from sacred geometry, and it is formed by interlocking circles that are exactly the same proportion, and they interlock in such a way that the circumference of each circle passes through the midpoint of each adjoining circle and the midpoint of the stone circle itself. What that creates for us here is 36 herbal beds. In these 36 herbal beds, the outermost 12, which originally were designed to be all the herbs that we felt we could grow here at this location in full sun. The middle 12, which are medium-sized beds, were all culinary purposes. And the inner 12 all have a theme. For example, we have a bed of biblical herbs. Then there's medicinal herbs, there are insecticide herbs, there are everlasting herbs, herbs that are used for drying, herbs that are used for dye. And these are all grouped together as a theme bed to help people understand different uses and purposes of the herbs involved. From the beginning of the spring, with the first chives that come in bloom in late May, early June, all the way through until the first frost, there is always something in bloom in the herb garden. The lavender and the labyrinth, for us, blooms in July, and usually starting about the 8th to 15th of July, and then it continues for about 3 weeks.